What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the Yannis Pappas Hour, where we give you the news straight, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased, and unhinged. Chris Christie has now overtaken Ron DeSantis in the race, and that is very, very traumatic, and it is very, very embarrassing to lose any race to Chris Christie. If the word race and Chris Christie are in the same sentence, you don't want to be losing that, or someone's going to call you out. Scientists have been able to read your mind. They've been able to pull people's thoughts out and figure out that the song Pink Floyd's, some Pink Floyd song. We will get into it. I don't understand it, but they reconstruct the Pink Floyd song by listening to people's brainwaves. So essentially, what some people are saying is this is going to be great understanding people like Stephen Hawking, who got things to say but can't. And what I'm saying is, konnichiwa, social credit score. What are you thinking? Go to jail for your thought crime. Here she comes, Miss America. Where's the bell for authoritarianism? There needs to be an authoritarian bell, like ding, ding. Every time something authoritarian happens, you just hear ding. The bell, for who the bell's tolled. A woman slipped in Boston at Italy, which is why I like this story, because it's called Italy. Only in America would they make an Italian restaurant called Italy. Supposedly it's in some sort of food market in Boston. The restaurant's called Italy, and she slipped on a piece of prosciutto. And she's suing. So she's suing after slipping on prosciutto. So it's America, baby. Morgan & Morgan will take the case. They have it. Threads is bombing. Threads is absolutely bombing. So Mark Zuckerberg was overheard saying he's just going back to selling people's information without their consent because Threads didn't work out. So he lost his shirt on that one. And it looks like their highly touted MMA fight is not going to happen. And nobody cares. Nobody wanted to see it. Nobody cares. The only thing I want to see those two guys do is go and have a nanny boo-boo fight and go nanny boo-boo. Look, Mark Zuckerberg, I know you think you train in MMA, but there's a ceiling fan. I got two hands. I'm taking Krav Maga. I'm also boxing with Sergio Chico now. I'll throw you into it. This is the Yannis Pappas Hour, where paper plates meet news headlines.
Yannis Pappas. Yeah. When you all tucked up in the day long, and the news online going on and on, what's right and wrong, and it's something up. Now here comes a great kid you know you can trust. From the true who's who to the news and cameras to the fake politics and the propaganda. Yeah, this kid's screwed in, got a lot to say. Oh shit, it's about to be a long day. It's a long day.
What's up? Thank you to everybody who sold out the Paramount Theater for me in Long Island. It was a blast. Thank you so much. Coming up right now, Dallas, Texas, August 24th through 26th. Springfield, Missouri, September 7th and 9th. Calgary, Alberta. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Red Bank, New Jersey at the Vogel on October 14th. Austin, Texas at the Comedy Mothership, October 19th to the 22nd. Cobb's in San Francisco, October 27th to 28th. Sony Hall, New York City, Homecoming, November 4th. Providence, Phoenix, Spokane, Tulsa, Louisville, and the Royal Theater in Toronto, March 23rd. Now, patreon.com/Yannis Pappas Hour for our bonus episodes every week. They're even better than these, baby. Come take a ride on Yanni. Now, let's get into it. All right, one by one, we're going to knock these down like bowling pins. Okay, one by one, we're going to knock these down. I don't even know what to do with these stories. I don't know how to make them funny. I mean, just looking at a picture of Mark Zuckerberg doing jiu-jitsu is funny because I'm just going to walk in there and I'm just going to grab him in a fucking headlock and punch him in his goddamn egghead head. He's not a tough guy with that yellow belt. You're not a tough guy, okay? You're tougher than Mark Zuckerberg before he started doing jiu-jitsu, and that's about it. Get back to stealing our information and pretending that you care about protecting American democracy. How many disinformation campaigns do you think he's responsible for himself through Facebook ads in 2020? How many? I'm going to say probably 76,000. These guys, I mean, do we need to regulate them? I don't know. I don't know where people stand. Like, what are your loyalties? Do you believe in regulation? Should your food be unregulated? I don't know what to do. What do you want? Should Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates just be able to do whatever they want? I heard, is Apple going to buy Disney? Are they going to buy America? Is Google at some point going to just go, you know what? Here's a bid. Where do I talk to Uncle Sam? Here's 14 trillion endless dollars because we've created a apparatus that has turned every citizen into a devoted servant of clicks and likes. And we're all going to develop a bump in the back of our necks from looking down. Does anyone have a full ball of cum anymore? Every guy's just smacking away at free, endless, infinite porn.
Yeah.
It's infinite. You stick your head into this infinite, vapid hole of self-esteem addiction that is run by Google and Apple. They run and on everything. Like, just buy the country and call it the United States of Apple. How about USA? United States of Apple and Google. They own everything. And the Biden administration defends communications with social media companies in high-stakes court fight. What's going on here?
Supposedly they suppressed a lot of information on social media, or they put in requests to suppress information.
Right. They did. And Twitter acquiesced, right? What were they, suppressing Hunter Biden? Is that what it is? Hunter Biden, he's got a lot of legal trouble. He's got a gun charge. He's got a tax evasion charge. Is he T.I.? He's the only guy who's not a rapper who's got like 4 charges. One of them's a gun charge, tax evasion. I mean, he's like an Atlanta rapper. He's been under investigation since 2018 for his foreign dealings, drug use, finances. The kid's all over the place, and now he's got a gun charge. And he got a stripper pregnant. I think he is T.I., dog.
Yeah, he needs to drop an album.
Yo, you need to stop with this art and come out with a fucking rap that Vivek Ramaswamy can, because I can't pronounce his last name. I met him, too. I was on TV with him. What's his name? Vivek?
Ramaswamy or something?
Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy. The guy was having a great run. He was having a great run until he decided to lip sync Eminem. This was a real moment. But listen, he didn't have a chance anyway. I mean, Donald Trump is just the front runner. The Republican Party now, their front runner, the front runner of the Republican Party right now has 91 criminal charges against them in 4 separate indictments. There's 19 other people, co-conspirators, who are also indicted. Supposedly they're turning on him. He is Tony Montana. Okay, say hello to my little friend. Okay, say hello to my little friend. He's Tony Montana. They're just trying to get him. So the Republican nominee has 4 separate indictments, 91 charges, while the Democratic nominee, I mean, come on, man. His son has got gun charges. His son has got is under scrutiny for foreign meddling, for impregnating a stripper and not wanting her kid to take the last, him not wanting the kid to have the last name. The kid's just got legal troubles up the butt. He's got dick pics out there. He smokes crack. I mean, there he is with a crack vial. First of all, why are you taking pictures of yourself smoking crack? What, do you want to prove it to yourself? It's almost like he's trying to hurt his dad.
Yeah, he wants to put it in his dad's email box.
That's why I tell you again, I just don't believe 10% to the big guys, Joe Biden, because somebody this careless would have just said 10% to my father and Vice President Joe Biden. And then he would go, was that audible enough for you to hear? I'm about to light up a crack rock and impregnate a stripper. with all this fucking baller money that I was paid by some Ukrainian oligarch who wants to suck my dad off for influence. The kid used what he got, man. I mean, his life story is a real less than zero. It's Bret Easton Ellis written. He had every advantage in the world. He fucked his brother's widow. He smoked crack. He fucked a stripper and knocked her up. He's got a gun problem and a crack problem. He's Hunter Biden, baby. And now he's doing art. Democrats will have a harder time highlighting Trump's indictments. This is according to NBC News. And the president's allies worry Republicans will try to exploit the son's predicament the same way they weaponized Clinton's emails. Because, you know, elections are now all about the issues that can help people. And you know what? The people who need the help get into this. They deserve it. Like, what about those emails? What about Hunter Biden? It's like, look, they're all scumbags. Which one of them's going to do something? Who's going to pay for some fucking clean water in Flint, Michigan? Who's going to finally say, hey, you know what? I don't know what we owe these migrants, but we're putting them up at 5-star fucking hotels. Who's paying for that? Can we just admit? Can I still say I'm a good person and I don't want people to be separated from their kids or whatever, but also say, hey, maybe this is a problem that people in New York City are paying for migrants to stay in 5-star hotel rooms? This is a true story. Now, here's the funny part. And this is what you come to the Yannis Pappas Hour for, is for the oxymorons, the paradoxes, and the good old centrist cyclops, which I am not. I'm not a centrist. I am just an observer. I don't vote. I don't care. And I'm not your thought leader. So go fuck yourself. Danny Meyer, I guess he's the guy who started
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. And he did that for the homeless initially because I think that's, you know,
He was a big restaurateur, like a famous
I'm
chef.
being sarcastic.
Yeah.
He did it for the homeless. He's like, you know what we got to do? We got to make affordable burgers. You know, I'm for climate change is bad, but here's every cow. I'm fucking putting out burgers, dog, which is supposedly the worst thing for climate change because they fart, right? Or something like that. It probably takes a lot to eat meat. But Danny Meyer, Shake Shack, and now he's closing 2 of his fancier restaurants in New York City historic hotels that previously were hotels. And now they are illegal immigrant migrant shelters. What's going on? What is going on here? I don't understand. So, like, what's going on? So are they just asking Washington for money and Washington's going like, we can't send it back? And Texas and Florida are going like, Texas is sending them, right? So Texas is going like, you see what we're dealing with? Our taxpayers don't want to deal with it. This is crazy. This is the Union Square Hospitality Group. Whenever you hear group, that means they own a bunch of shit. They're real rich, and they do blow, and they know Noah Tepperberg, who owns the Tao Group. The Union Square Hospitality Group, run by Mayor, not the mayor of New York, Mayor, M-E-Y-E-R. Meyer, sorry. Governor Gillo has since confirmed that Marta, whatever it's called, which are both located in the lobby of the hotel, will have their last service on August 25th, my birthday. Should I go there on my birthday? Yeah. And buy a lunch for the real Marta? Because the restaurant is called the Marta and Marino. What is it? Is it like Spanish? That's hilarious if it's Mexican food. And they're like, wait, what are you doing? We just got here. Why are you closing it? Say, what the fuck, man? We just checked in, bro. I want to go down and get some tortas and some lengua. Marta and Marino. That sounds like a Spanish or Hispanic restaurant of some sort. So I will go there on August 25th, and for my birthday, I will find a girl named Marta, and we will have our last meal there. I guess they're staying indefinitely. What happened? Did the migrants go on Hotel Tonight and go like,
Yeah.
did they choose?
That's right.
Did they go to Hotel Tonight and get the surprise deal?
I think the plaza was full.
Yeah, I think. What happened? Was the Soho Grand? Was Ali Wong in town? Was it booked? The Soho Grand was full. You know, every fucking fancy hotel is shaking in their boots right now. What do? They're making a deal with the city or whatever. Like, what is this? Are they getting commandeered? Is the city commandeering the hotels? How's this working? Are they getting payment from the government? How's it working? To be clear, there are 57,000 asylum seekers that they need to find housing for every night. And here's the problem. I don't think they're going to stop sending them up here.
They're staying at a fancy hotel. Why would they
Why
stop?
would they leave? Yeah, at some point you got to go, do we owe them something? Like, I mean, at what point? Now I'm talking to the people who've been in abusive relationships. I'm talking to those people who end up being with people who take for granted how much they give. At what point do you say, girl, you're giving too much of yourself, okay? All he does is cheat on you, use you. He still has no job. You got to get out of it. It's toxic. And you go, I know. But he said, it's about to work out. MTV's about to call. Are we that girl now? Are we that girl trapped in a toxic relationship and can't get out because she's got low self-esteem? I think so. Because what's the exit strategy here? What are you going to do? We're just going to have 57,000 new people who just came here illegally going like, hey, shit's bad over there. We got to do something because it's not going to stop. So either you build a fucking force field, but that people will get out. What do you do? Or do you go over there and make it good? Do you just take over Mexico? That's what we have to do. I'm sorry to say this. We're going to have to divert all of our military funds, which is a lot, from Ukraine to the new effort to take over Mexico, which, by the way, I don't think will be too hard. I think the biggest fight will come from the cartels, you know?
Well, now you're talking Vivek Ramaswamy's book. He wants to put the military at the border, the southern border, our military at the southern border.
Right, but I'm going one further. I'm going full Putin with it. I say we cross the border
Yeah.
and take over Mexico, take over the cartels. We deal drugs to ourselves, tax it, okay? All those free pharmaceuticals drug addicts go to get, we tax that. Mexican rub and tugs, taxed. Corn, taxed.
Hey, we spent $3 trillion in the Middle East. Why don't we spend a couple of trillion down there?
Why don't we spend a couple of trillion invading Mexico and making it great, and then all the illegal Mexicans, not the legal ones, illegal, become Mexican and American, but then they can move just anywhere in America. So I don't know if my plan's that great. Yeah, maybe we just become Mexico America.
You want to turn Mexico into Puerto Rico?
Just turn Mexico into fucking something good that people don't want to flee. But then the problem is they come through Mexico. So then you're going to have to build a border you're going to have to build a wall. So if we take over Mexico, then we're going to have to build Trump's wall on the southern border of Mexico, between Mexico and who knows whatever fucking third world countries under there. I don't go that far. It's like the ocean. I don't go that deep. I don't want to know what's out there.
No, we just got to go down to Panama.
I don't know. So what do we got? What's under Mexico? Okay, here we go. Here's South America.
Yeah. So here's a good choke
Why
point.
aren't things going great down there? Can't they just fucking make it great? Mexico. So we Guatemala's not doing hot. Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, they got a big tourism thing.
Mm-hmm.
Panama. I mean, these countries down there, what the hell's even going on down there, dog? What's going on in Ecuador? What's going on in the DR? You know, so we got to build a wall under Panama.
Yeah, it's a good choke point.
Yeah, Colombia's got some problems. They all got problems, right? They're all problems. They're all foster kids. At this point, I don't. Can you even talk about what made them? I don't know. At this point, they're all foster kids, and they're causing problems, right? And we got to put them in juvie. They're Bobby Kelly when he was 16. They're Boston nightmares. So that's the problem. And then you build the wall there, and then you make Mexico America, but then the Guatemalans will be sneaking in to Mexico. So then you got to conquer Guatemala, build a wall between Guatemala and Honduras, but then Honduras is going to be sneaking into Guatemala. So you got to go in and conquer Honduras, make it great, build a wall under Nicaragua, so on and so forth, through Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, and Ecuador. And then, and Peru. Don't forget about Peru. And then Chile, where some coal miners got fucked. Oh, and Bolivia. Nobody even talks about Bolivia. I bet you could do anything you want in Bolivia because Bolivia stays out of the news. I bet you could chop off someone's head and replace it with a pumpkin and eat their organs and have 100 million slaves. And nobody knows about it because when's the last time you ever heard Bolivia in the news? And it's a sizable country. How the hell does Bolivia protect itself against Brazil? Paraguay. How are these countries just okay with being like, we just need to conquer the whole South America and just, send the Senor Swankies in a cheesecake factory down there. And that's it, Because when the place is good is when you see some pasty Americans in sandals with long toenails walking around asking where the locals get tortillas.
Turn into one big Cancun.
Just turn it into Cancun, dog. We already started. Finish it. Just finish it, man. It's like the way Asia finished our cities. We started them and then they finished them over there. Just finish the conquest of Cancun. Push farther. Keep going. It's very interesting to think about. 57,000 migrants is a lot of people, man. You could fill, you can have a whole illegal immigrant stadium for 2 Giant games, right?
No, Giants, 55,000.
So one full Giant game, Jess, you just go. It's just Mexico. It's just do it. Do it. Do illegal immigrant night at the Meadowlands for the Giants. I don't know what to tell you, but Vivek. Our boy Vivek really took a spill, man. And I don't know. Republican president. Let's give it a go. Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. That wasn't so hard. Ramaswamy raps to "Lose Yourself" by Eminem at the Iowa State Fair today. While old candidates keep winning elections, Republicans have a chance to nominate the conservative version of Barack Obama. This is based on some Twitter guy's beliefs. So he thinks this is the guy.
Have you heard him talk?
Yeah, he's smart.
He's a great talker.
Yeah. Let's hear what he's got to say here.
This is bad.
You got to go to the audio.
Yeah.
Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. There goes gravity. There goes gravity. So mad that he won't give up that. He goes back to these nuts and so mad as he goes. He's so mad as he's hooked. Go mad as he's hooked. He's so sad as he's hooked. He goes back to this mobile home back to the lab of the open.
America's a great place, man. America's a great place. Because hold on a sec. It wasn't that bad to me. I didn't think it was that bad. America's a great place. Now, he made himself like a billionaire, right?
Yeah. He's a Silicon Valley guy, I think.
He's a Silicon Valley guy. He made himself a billionaire. He's smart as hell. Mm-hmm. His parents were like, we're coming here. They have a motel, whatever. They're like, Vivek, we don't know what you're going, what do you, and look at it. He's rapping to Eminem in Iowa. Like, it's truly, he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And he's American. I didn't think that was that bad.
You liked it.
Yeah. I was like, he's just saying the words.
He's winning you over.
I'm one. I mean, I'm not voting. But guys,
He's 37 years old.
can we just end the show? I want to end the show. I want the show in Washington to be over. I want boring politics again. Just end the show. Okay? I don't need fucking to be bedazzled anymore. Is anyone else tired of the goddamn show? I mean, can we get back to like watching television and ignoring politicians? I mean, funnel weapons to militias. I don't care. There's no chance for any of these guys. It's like they're playing. It's like they're all it's all like they're playing the Harlem Globetrotters and they're the generals. They got no chance. I mean, DeSantis got no shot. I thought he was going to come out stronger. I really thought so. But the problem is he's too hard. He's like Mussolini. He's like, get it out. He's in a lawsuit with Disney, right? He's too hard. So he's not going to win over. You got to be able to win over the middle to win. You really do. That's at the end of the day, that's really what it is, right? Because you can't, the hardcore people are already, their minds are made up no matter what. Trump could come back with a body. He could shoot someone in the head on live television and they'll go, it was a setup, it was CGI, Biden crime family. They'll just go that way. And the Democrats are going, anything but Trump. Give me this old man's half dead. But supposedly, Jesse, inflation is down from 9% to 3%. Now, for the middle, that's going to look really good during the election. I guarantee you Biden is going to be campaigning hard on cutting that deficit down. It's not a deficit. It's an inflation from 9 to 3. Wow. And he's probably going to take credit because of his Inflation Act, right? U.S. inflation hits its lowest point since early 2021 as prices ease for gas, groceries, and used cars. Not for houses in New York yet.
No.
Jesse's waiting for that ticket to come in. Wow. 3% in June compared with a year earlier. Thanks in part to easing prices for gasoline, airline fares, used cars, groceries. The inflation figure the government reported Wednesday was down sharply from a 4% annual rate in May. So it's down from the beginning when it was at its highest, 9, and it's down from last month. That's good news, right? Retail is through the roof, from what I understand. It's still above the Federal Reserve's 2% target, but we're almost there now. From May to June, overall prices rose 0.2%. Not bad. Oh, up from just 0.1% in the previous months, but still comparatively mild. At the end of the day, it's the economy, stupid, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know if that matters to people anymore. I think people need to see emails. They got to see emails, and they want to know what's going on with the Burisma board. They want to nail Hunter Biden. I mean, dude, you turn on the news, these guys, because it's salacious, so it sucks you in more. But nobody talks about like policies or making healthcare affordable or anything that actually will change your life anymore. It's just all personality-driven roast battles. It really is. It really is. So good luck out there. I mean, good luck out there. Because if people were smart, all they would go is like look at the economy and they go, hey, that looks pretty good. But people follow all these narratives. But at the end of the day, that's what the Democratic slogan used to be when Carvel coined it. It's the economy, stupid, when he got Clinton in there in a very center-right country, you know? It's a very center-right country, and then they got Libby Bill in there. It's the talk about the economy, stupid. The economy, stupid. It's what people care about their own pockets the most, you know? But now you got other stuff on the ballot, like they're going to talk about Democratic cities going to shit. You're going to talk about the migrants taking up hotels, and all that stuff is valid stuff. They're going to talk about, they're going to talk about transsexuals, transgendered women. Did you hear me, YouTube? Google, I'll say it again. They will talk about trans women that are women. They will talk about them. Okay? And they are beautiful, strong, transgendered, cis women. and they're going to talk about them. And
You got the talking points, huh?
yeah, I got the talking points, man. I got the talking points. I know what to say and what not to say. But the religious right's making a comeback now. They're going like, they think that there's a groomer behind every door. Here's the thing: you go outside, most things are chill. Here's the irony of it: most things are chill unless you live by a luxury hotel in New York City, and then it's just overflowing with illegal immigrants. So outside things are chill. Things are still pretty chill. Except at the Martha restaurant. Martha restaurant has been replaced by Martha the Migrant, who I will have dinner with on my birthday. But if you didn't know, that's a pretty interesting thing to think that before this election, so I guarantee you he's going to be going hard on that. And of course, Trump's going to be going hard on Biden, and he's going to have a bunch of mic drops. But it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle for Trump to win over people talking about San Francisco because people don't give a shit about San Francisco. They don't live in San Francisco. They're like, that's San Francisco's problem. He's going to talk about that. He's going to talk about the border. He'll get a lot on that from Texas, but he already wins Texas. So to win this diverse country, you got to appeal to the used to be 50,000 people that listen to this podcast, which now I think is what, 40,000 people?
Yeah.
I don't even know what they are. But I hope you're here for some good entertainment, and I hope you'll join me on my birthday with Marta at a restaurant called Marta, which is very funny. It actually is called Marta. The restaurant's just called Marta. Marta will shutter after 9 years of operation. Behind doors, he's just saying a couple slurs. What's his name? The owner, Mayor?
Danny Meyer.
Danny Meyer behind the store is going, God damn friggin'. Yeah, there he is. He's going, God damn. Sounds like a Carlos Mencia special from 2006. God damn. Oh, man. I don't want to bring it up again. I just want to say that a woman is suing the restaurant Italy for slipping on a piece of prosciutto. I have nothing to add to this at all.
You never been to Italy?
To Italy?
There's one in Gramercy Park. It's pretty awesome, actually. It's started by
it's like a good restaurant.
It's
with a cheesy fucking name.
Italy. Yeah, it's
Italy.
The redhead.
The name makes me want to throw my head into my ass.
Mario Batali, remember that guy? One of the original.
Yeah, sexual. He liked to assault women in bathrooms.
This is his thing. He put this together. It's like an Italian. It's like a mall with all these different Italian.
So this isn't a restaurant. This is more like a cheesy American version of what Italy is.
Kind of, yeah.
By a fat sexual assaulter.
Yeah.
It's perfect America. Mario Batali. I mean, I went to Barolo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't blown away. I was not blown away.
He had different levels. I went to a few of his restaurants. Some of them were really good.
Yeah. I mean, if you left your wife along with him, he's going to corner her in a bathroom. Guy like to drink and get handsy.
Yeah.
But that's okay. He's a genius. I get he's a fat genius that cooks. That's what we have a whole channel dedicated to feeding our face. Everyone's fat. Everyone's on Ozempic, and now they're going to sue Ozempic because everyone's nauseous. Because Ozempic makes you nauseous. Yeah, that's what they got to do to stop you from eating because we're fat. So what did they think it did? It just magically, it makes you nauseous so you don't eat. It basically gives you depression. Now that everyone's trying to sue Ozempic. So the plaintiff, Alice Cohen, sounds fat. She lost her balance because she's fat. Approached the area. She slipped and fell on a piece of prosciutto on the floor, injuring her left ankle, resulting in a fracture, the lawsuit said. The court filing says she suffered a sprain and a distal fibula avulsion. She had a fracture in her foot. She had medical bills in the excess of $7,500. God bless America. Dude, you sprained your ankle. You have to sue to pay for it. You get your ankle fixed, it's $7,500. I mean, dog, you could stay how many nights in a 5-star hotel? You could eat. I mean, what $7,500? You could put a down payment on a fucking Tesla. But that's what you got to spend for someone to help you with your ankle. And people aren't supposed to say it's because doctors want boats. Doctors want boats. Okay, it is what it is. And I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but $7,500 is what it costs her to fix her dumb ankle. She suffered from the loss of a consortium of his wife. What does that mean? Oh, her husband's getting in on it. He suffered from the loss of being able to hang out with his wife. Oh, that's great. What was the guy's name from last week, Vinny? What was he? Hey, my name is Boy. I represent fucking these dancers who got hurt by Lizzo. Lizzo hurt her feelings. I got another client out there in Boston, and her husband is upset because the fucking fat wife fell on prosciutto. Is it possible to slip on a piece of prosciutto?
Sure.
I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's possible. Prosciutto's not slippery, man. I think, you know what she did? I think she went like this.
You think it fell out of her sandwich while
I
she
think
was...
it fell out of her sandwich, and I think she really cased out the joint, saw where the cameras were, and was able to block it with her fat body. This sounds like a fat crime to me.
Ron Zambrino.
Ron Zambrino. How you doing? My name's Ron Zambrino from Garden City, Long Island. I will get you a bag. Remember my motto. You got a claim? I got a bag for you. I get you a bag. Wow. So it's three stories of Italian food.
Yeah, they got all different stations. They got like a cannoli station.
Different restaurants, a coffee bar.
Yeah.
Mozzarella station. A pastry lab. It's a real Guido fest. It's like the San Gennaro's feast every day.
Yeah,
Kinda,
it's a little high end.
A little classier,
a little classier, yeah.
You feel good about yourself walking around there.
Yeah.
And no workers in there are Italian.
No,
nobody's Italian. Oh, well, we wish her well. We wish her and her husband, Ronald. I know Ronald has suffered greatly from not having to hear his wife talk or hear her breathe while she watches TV. You know how nice it probably was for him to get a fucking break from hearing. For him to not have to get up to wipe custard off her chin after she face fucks a key lime pie, a supermarket key lime pie. A giant supermarket key lime pie that she opens up. She opens the plastic and tin foil and just face fucks it. And then she goes, oh God. And then they found out she had diabetes, so they needed some money. And they figured we're gonna fucking sue Italy. All these freaking hootie tooties. We sit and eat the Olive Garden every day. All these hootie tooties up there in Italy, we're gonna make them pay. Okay? Just because I will still go for the endless infinite breadsticks. Fat people will just make the decision to go because they just offer a better deal quantity-wise.
Yeah, the never-ending pasta bowl.
The never-ending pasta bowl. I mean, who wants a never-ending pasta bowl? And they just market it to people like they're just killing people. They're just killing people, and they go, hey, man, it's up to you. But, the problem is some people are like depressed, and they just won't stop themselves, and then we got to pay for their goddamn healthcare costs. There's got to be a scale when you walk in Olive Garden and says you have to be under, I'll be fair, you have to be under 240 to eat here. That's American, right? In France, it would be like you got to be under 190 pounds to eat here. But we'll go American. We'll inflate it for American weights. You have to be under 240 pounds to eat here.
Right.
Right? I guess we'd have to work out height too because, some guy may come in and be 300, but he's like, we'd have to work it out.
Yeah, if you're over 240, you get the never ending.
Fuck it. Just give it the eyeball test.
Yeah.
Give it the eyeball test. If someone's gut is hanging over their belt buckle, say, get out of here, fatty. Go get a juice.
They could just do the never-ending salad bowl.
Yeah, give him a free smoothie. Give him a free smoothie. But what was our old mayor? I blocked his name out. When he's like, are you telling me I can get free fries when I get a COVID thing?
Yeah, what's his face?
What's his name? What's his new name? Wilhelm Weissensnitzel.
De Blasio.
Bill de Blasio. Fake name. Is anyone real anymore? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know anything about what these scientists are doing to be able to read your mind, but this sounds wild. So this is a real article in The Guardian. So they say the breakthrough raises hopes that musicality of natural speech can be restored in patients with disabling neurological conditions. Now, of course, that can be the case, and hopefully it is, but you know who we're talking about here. We're talking about human beings. So the buck never stops at the good. It never stops at the good. Oh, the internet's here. We can communicate. We can share information. Take your dick out. So they've reconstructed Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall by eavesdropping on people's brainwaves. The first time a recognizable song has been decoded from recordings of electrical brain activity. This is so wild. This is so wild. So basically, they'll be able to, if they've been able to do this, it means they're not far off at all. Because all they got to do is match the waves to the words, and it's a wrap. They're not far off from being able to actually read your mind. And they say the hope is that doing this could ultimately help to restore the musicality of natural speech in patients who struggle to communicate because of disabling neurological conditions such as a stroke or whatever. And also be able to eavesdrop on your brain and find out if you're an impure homosexual. If you really believe trans women are women, or if you believe trans women are not women, or if you cheated on your wife. Imagine your wife can read one of these things.
This is like a real lie detector test.
This is a real lie detector test. Crime will, they'll get the right guy every time after this. They'll just get the right guy. It'll be funny to watch them lie too. Like I like this guy. I think he was in Wisconsin or something. I don't remember where he is. But he had some woman, it was Oregon, I think. And he had some woman in his basement, and he pleaded not guilty, which it made me laugh when I read the headline, that he just goes, I mean, they found his torture. The headline was funny. It's like, man accused of holding woman captive in Oregon torture cell in his basement. It's like, dude, they're in your house. They saw the torture cell. They found the girl. And he's just going like, I didn't do it. Oh, wait, this is good. He was accused of holding a woman captive in a makeshift cell. And he also appeared on Judge Judy. So he's somewhat of a celebrity with children's mother. I don't know what that rule. And Judge Judy ruled in favor of him in the 2018 episode and ordered the woman identified as ex-fiancé to pay him $2,500 for destroying his property. Nobody saw that this guy was going to be a problem. But apparently he became a problem. Much like child actors, after his fame, things went south. For his name is Nagazi Zuberi, who goes by the alias Sakima or Justin Hythe. And so he's a sociopath. He's got a bunch of different names. And he was arrested after the woman escaped and was able to flag down help. He was charged with 1 count of interstate kidnapping. And he's been linked to 4 violent sexual assaults in at least 4 states without detailing locations. I mean, who are the people booking? What do you got to do to get on Judge Judy? What kind of vetting process is Judge Judy? No more than 5. No more than 5 across 3 states. No more than 5 sexual assaults and 6 states. That's where we draw the line. But if you've had 4 and 3, that works for me. Torture chamber in your basement, not my business. Have you used it? No? Okay. You're ready to talk to this fucking dumb judge, this TV judge. It's just great that he pleaded not guilty. That's what it's funny to me. You know, he's just going, no. This didn't happen. That's not mine. That's not my torture chamber. So I don't know. I don't know why I sidetracked on that, but I just thought it was a funny headline when I saw it. You know, there's an FBI agent talking about it, but This guy's bad news. But it's really funny that how come so many serial killers get on these shows? Remember there was that other guy who was on the dating game show? There was some serial killer who was on a dating game show. You know. Oh, there's the torture chamber. They just showed a picture of it. So in the video, it came up. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Looks like a Brooklyn one bedroom.
Yeah. Looks like this apartment. Yeah. I mean, look, he gave her a bottle of water, it looks like.
Yeah.
He let her drink. Can you imagine? How did she escape that? Guy's probably a really good, like, rapist, but, like, not great with drywall. I don't know if those two things, they don't necessarily go together, you know? He probably was like, learned it on YouTube, and she probably just pushed that drywall back and it just came down.
He's watching tutorial videos.
He was probably going, yeah, because these guys are never that bright.
Yeah.
He's going like, I'm going to the supermarket. Don't you try anything fishy. You stay in there and be quiet. And then she heard the door close and she just went and pushed the wall down. I was like, oh, it wasn't even nailed in. It's like a Hollywood set. Anyway, where were we before we got sidetracked? We were talking about the reading the mind. People don't understand how scary it is. You're freaked out by this, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, because they're going to use it. I mean, the military is going to use it to read people's minds. That part's great. I like that. They get a spy or something. But it never ends there, right? It's like, you know, it's just people will use it for whatever it can do.
Yeah.
And if they can tell what kind of person you are or if you're lying, they're going to do that. It's a real lie detector test.
Because you can't even control your own thoughts sometimes.
Sometimes you can't. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They go, hey, didn't you just think that you were going to, throw your wife in a river? You're like, yeah, every day. That doesn't mean I'm going to do it. You know, that's why I always was interested in that. Just from a legal standpoint, I was interested in that. Charles Hansen. What was his name?
The pedophile guy?
Pedophile guy, because the guys would show up, but they didn't do anything yet.
To catch a predator.
Yeah, to catch a predator. So I always legally wondered, but I guess it's illegal to even talk to a minor in a sexual way, right?
Yeah, didn't they have text exchanges?
Yeah, so that's why they got him. But as far as like, conceivably a guy could be on his way over going like, I'm something wrong with me. I'm not doing this. Because you're lost in like a fantasy world, like when you're doing that, you know? So I always wondered legally, like the guy didn't do anything yet, but then I found out it's like you're already committed the crime. So basically they're just doing it for the TV show. They could have showed up at his house. Yeah. That's what I found out, which is funny because the TV show makes you think like, wait, he didn't commit the crime yet, right? Isn't that entrapment? Like legally, I remember thinking that. And then I read about it and like, oh yeah, he committed crime. Of course they're pedophiles. I'm not, it's bad. But I'm saying like legally, I was like, what, and then you're like, yeah. So essentially that's for the show. That's like, they throw the cookies out there. They get the fucking, 23-year-old girl who looks 14 in the hat, and they get the curtain. Dude, if you go into the kitchen, and you see that there's a curtain.
Yeah.
Like it's an open concept kitchen, but there's a black curtain up there. You go, is there a backstage to this house? Because there is. There's a whole camera crew and a tall Norwegian-looking white guy back there ready to come out there with a goddamn clipboard. Because they would have easily just could have gone to the guy's house and said, we have these exchanges. You were intent on doing this. And they got him. But they're like, let him show up with the pizza. Let him show up with the pizza and snacks. And go, you got me. Yes, yes. So, yeah. But people have thoughts. So it's going to be a weird new world. And like, yeah, people look at China. There's this video on Twitter we came across where in China, this is a true thing in cities, if you jaywalk, they will take a picture of your face right there and post it everywhere, all over the city as someone who jaywalked, and it lowers your social credit score. So the social credit score in China is a real thing.
And they find you.
And you're fined.
Through your digital wallet.
Through your digital wallet, they just deduct it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Without any control, like they just take the money.
They just take the money, yeah. They just take it. No due process. No, hey, man, I was chasing a robber away from a woman. And there it is. Look at it. It's real. This is a real thing. That's crazy, man. It's facial recognition. Immediately display your face on a public board of shame. It will automatically deduct your fine from your digital wallet. Holy shit, man. Now, I guess this will have, it'll be orderly though, but boring, right?
And scary.
And scary, right? Because like it never stops there.
Yeah. You know, like let's say you're a political activist and they just say, you know what? Just,
Yeah.
you know,
You're
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Just start, you know.
Oh yeah, we got you jaywalking. I didn't jaywalk. Oh, the camera got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start manipulating shit behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
of course. This is bad. How does this end, man? Doesn't end good. They're powerful, right? We gotta entice them into an arms race and break them. That's the only way to stop this juggernaut.
Well, we can't let it happen here. That's the one thing.
Well, yeah, it probably will happen here, right? Yeah.
We can't let this technology here.
We already have facial recognition on the phone and everything.
Yeah, but we can't stand for this shit.
Yeah. Well, I don't think America. That's the part where you're going like, I kind of am glad like some citizens are kind of armed and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you're going like, that's at that point you're going like, still the military's got tanks, but the military's made up of citizens too. Like the thing is, here's the difference and why it won't happen here, and why it's important to have rule of law and not be just a cult of personality. Follow someone for their personality, is because our system is based on something different than their system's based on. Their system's based on egalitarianism and authoritarianism. Ours is not. Ours is like you're in 4 years and you're gone. So I don't know. Some people, it just doesn't feel good. You got a guy saying, the election was stolen from me, and another side going, you tried to steal it. And that's the type of stuff where the next guy that gets into office may go, you know what? I'm not leaving. Enough with this checks and balances, enough with these term limits. We're throwing this whole document out. And, China's got a lot of good ideas. Recently, I think Trump complimented Z. You can pull it up. He called him a very strong leader who rules with an iron fist. And he said it not pejoratively. Yeah, he compliments Z.
He compliments everybody, though.
Yeah.
Anyone who likes him, he compliments back.
Yeah. But even still, you're making excuse. You're right. You're going, hey, look, he gave this everybody.
Yeah. Well, didn't he do the North Korean kid?
Yeah, he's great too. Yeah, and if he stinks, I'm strong. He's strong. I mean, he praised him. He praised him. We love each other, he said.
What the?
But yeah, no, recently he said he's very brilliant and he rules a country of 1 billion people with an iron fist. Like he was complimenting him. So, I mean, maybe is that a good thing? I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe he could take some of Z's stuff. Maybe they can sit down and really figure it out. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. What is he, 77? His dick not work anymore? Like, what is he doing? What does he want this for? I'm voting for Vivek. I'm for Vivek Ramaswamy. He's got to go one name. You got to be Cher. You got to be Cher, dog. The last name, it's, Hollywood is now in Washington, and you need a stage name. Let's come up with one. Vivek Shawarma. No. Vivek Butter Chicken. No. Vivek Steel. Go the Stalin route.
Yeah.
Stalin meant steel. That wasn't his real name.
Right.
It's marketing.
Yeah.
Vivek Steel.
I like it.
Yeah. Vivek Iron.
Vivek Jones.
Vivek Gianni.
Vivek
Camazo.
Vivek Obama.
Vivek Obama. How about Vivek?
I like that.
Vivek. Yeah, lose the Ramaswamy. Yeah, you can't have Vivek Ramaswamy. It's Vivek's on his way here. Vivek's got to win. How about Vivek?
Yeah, 3.
How about Vivek?
Vivek.
Yo, my boy Vivek. How about Vivek V?
I like it.
Yeah. Gary, you use a little bit of that.
Right.
Self-made. Instead of V, how about Gary Vivek R?
Vivek Rogan.
How about Vivek? Vivek Rogan. Vivek Rogan. Yeah. Here we are. It's a lot of fun out there. There's a lot of fun out there. There's a lot of fun to look forward to. They're going to allow television cameras in the Atlanta trial for Trump. You think Johnny Depp, Amber Heard did big numbers. You know, Netflix and Bob Iger are coming together to try to strike a deal with the writers to end this strike in Hollywood. But what they don't know is it doesn't matter. Whatever they write, whatever they come up with, will get slammed. Will get slaughtered in the ratings to a Trump indictment trial in Georgia. Everyone will be glued to their TV. OJ, I mean, the record will be broken. The OJ trial will look like a Yannis Pappas hour compared to what the Trump numbers will do. A Trump trial in freaking in Georgia, unbelievable. They're televising it. Here's someone writes, if you're looking for televised courtroom drama, you won't be disappointed. They're banned, but that hasn't kept advocates, journalists, and lawmakers from pushing to reverse the decades-old law that prohibits camera in federal courthouses. But didn't they say they are going to do it? Why televising the Trump? Oh, so they are televising it.
We'll see. I'm not sure. So it looks here, Trump's potential Georgia trial could be the first one televised.
Why do they want to do that? Money. Money, money, money. Money. At this point, I think it's safe to say, man, that America, has really just become a shameless whore that'll do anything for $1. There is nothing. We're a stripper. We're a stripper that Hunter Biden fucks in the ass, and then we yell at Hunter Biden. That's really what we are. We will do anything. If there's $1 bill behind it, we'll do it. I think that has finally come to full fruition where we're just a whore. We whore ourselves out for anything. Because what good is that going to do putting that trial on television? It's just going to be a circus and but everyone's probably pressuring for it because dude, this is our economy now. They're probably going, this is our economy now. Like you put that trial on. Oh, yeah. You put a lot of people to work.
All the clips.
Pundits, podcasters, college dropout thought leaders on Twitter. It's like everyone's getting their takes from like normal people now they didn't used to have access to other people who were stupid like them who could tell them what the news is. And now they just go on Twitter and there's just another guy like them going, this is what it is. And you're going, I can understand it because you're also stupid and inexperienced and unexposed and have no idea what you're talking about and no experience in anything that you're saying. And people go, that's me too. So now I got my guy. Everyone's got their guy now that they go to. Because this is big money for everybody. We are a gossip economy now. And that's what it is. A gossip economy. And we're all doing different versions of The View. What's up, everybody? We have a new small business shout out. It's called Cappertech. Cappertech is the largest sports handicapper marketplace on the web where you can buy, sell, and track documented and transparent sport betting picks. Don't get scammed by sports handicapping services who always claim they are 10-0. They never lose or have a 10-star game of the year. Every day you can bet on that's a lock. That's all BS. Cappertech offers a platform where all the betting picks are documented and released 20 minutes after the game starts for free. So there's no funny business going on with any sports handicappers' past performances and results. This is an honest guy in a shady business. And I like it. Okay? Because we all like to gamble. So if you are good at making sports bet picks, You can post and sell your betting picks. Capper Tech is like the OnlyFans for sports handicappers, and you keep all the money you make. Capper Tech takes zero commission. Also, Capper Tech offers free sports betting content and tools like free betting trends for every single sports team on the planet, as well as the game simulator, which stimulates any coming games using advanced algorithms and generates a simulated final score and tells you who to bet on based on the final simulation results. Oh, interesting. So they're trying to hack it, right? Also, at the end, if he can say make smarter sports betting picks. Oh, that's me. That's what he wants me to say. Make smarter sports betting picks and predictions. Now I get what he is. He's helping you make smarter sports betting picks and predictions using Capper Tech at cappertech.com. So go to Capper Tech, CAPPERTEK, you see it right there, .com, or download the Capper Tech app in the App Store or Google Play Store. I want to get in on this. I'm going to try it.
Make a little extra juice.
Yeah, because like who has time to do all the research and all that? You know, it's like, hey man, help me figure out what I want to bet. So they're doing like the number crunching and all the details to give you what the AI, I guess, is it AI that would simulate? Anyway, check them out. See if it helps.
Yeah.
If you like to bet, use them. That's great. Exclusiveautoshipping.com's our loyal shout out. If you're moving your car out of state, you bought one out of state, still student and military discounts apply. They'll give you a free quote. Jared will hook you up. Exclusiveautoshipping.com to move your car in the United States. Chris Minetti, okay? This is so he can show expenses for advertising on his laundered business. He's really a drug dealer. But he tells me to tell you that if you need a business check cashed, he will do that. 215-750-3730. Just give him a call in the Philly, South Jersey area. And if you live, let me know. For the free .art, it's music in Hawaii. Manly Girly Studios, they'll rent their podcast studio to you in North Carolina, somewhere in North Carolina, somewhere great in North Carolina. And they also have a bunch of podcasts that are great. Go to manlygirlystudios.com. Get 40% off your first studio recording by referencing me or this ad. So how do you like them apples? Start your podcast if you live in North Carolina. Use their studio. DisplayPros.net, they'll build your booth. They'll build your booth at a trade show.
Yeah.
Yeah. DisplayPros.net. They'll do everything. Soup to nuts. Shout out Mark Norman on Netflix. His special. Matthew Albani. You know the deal. It's My Insurance Services in the St. Petersburg area. What's there not to know? We're talking about umbrella coverage, liability, professional, umbrellas, commercial property, workers' comp. You're covered. Ma. Tell them. Yeah, you're covered. I'm telling you, they're covered. So check them out at MAInsuranceservices.com or call 813-260-0338 to inquire about getting insurance for anything you may need from Ma Insurance Services in St. Petersburg, Florida. All right, Staffing Beaver. You know the deal. Save money on staffs. Go remote, right? StaffingBeaver.com. Schedule a discovery call with CEO Rob. Get 10% off your first placement fee. They'll hire whatever staff you need, they'll help you find. Okay? That's all it takes. Global talent is the hack to growing your business faster. So if you're looking to get work done, but you're looking to save a little bit, you're looking to get it done remote, you don't need the person to be in the office, or you don't need the person to live in a country that has labor laws. Go to staffingbeaver.com. Get realistic. You got to get grindy to start your business. Follow them on Twitter at staffingbeaver for everything global talent at the housekeeper level.